But yeah, definitely was huge to kind of just fight off those break points. I wasn't serving the best, and I was just trying to fight out there. It was for me. It was so much fun to be out there. It's honestly, it's a dream come true to be going out there. Prime match, playing in front of so many people, that are backing me. So I was excited the whole week. For this moment, regardless of win or lose, just to be able to play in front of everyone. It's honestly, it really brings a lot of joy for me. So it's moments like this why I chose to pick up a racket.
Hey Dennis, congrats on the win. I remember watching you last year in Toronto, and your second round, it was against a top 20 opponent for Navy, and you were playing on court 2.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, you're on center court. The crowd, from the moment you had that breakpoint chance in his second service game, the crowd was like lively. They were with you. They were completely engaged. Does it feel different to you being in front of this crowd, and what does it do for you having them be with you on every point like that?
Yeah, I think Toronto was amazing last year too, and yeah, it was on grandstand, but it was also like super loud and a really fun match. So also really fun last year, but definitely I think Montreal is a very special crowd. It's got to be one of the best tournaments and one of the best fan bases in the world where I've played. They're very knowledgeable, first of all, on tennis. They know what's going on. You can see that they really follow you, and they're really big fans of you. And yeah, I feel like they're playing every point with me. And it's amazing. It's honestly, it was a dream. It put a smile to my face when I walked back on the court. Obviously, 2 years ago, it was a dream run for me, and I couldn't wait to get back to this court, to this tournament, and today it was just fun to be able to play in every point. They're so engaged, and honestly, like I've always said, I feel like that kind of brings the best out of me, and I'm able to play more freely and play and just enjoy myself, and I had that fire back today that I've been missing especially the last couple of weeks, but maybe it's been longer than that. So it's good to kind of get back on the right track.
Do you think you kind of have you struggle a bit when the atmosphere isn't like this? Because this is a week over the 52 of the year, and sometimes you have to play in court number 4 against someone else, and then the atmosphere isn't like this. Do you think that it's something?
Definitely. I think it's much tougher to get up for matches when you're on a smaller court, or the fans are a little more calm. For me, like I said, it's so much fun to be out there playing in front of fans that truly know what's going on and that are backing you, and even if it's like, if they're not with you, but you got some fans with you, some fans for the other guy, like it's such a fun atmosphere, and it's so much more enjoyable. I feel like when you're like court 4 or 5 and it's like 50 people watching you and they're not really into it, it's tough to get into the match, and I think that's a little bit what I do struggle with. I have to kind of remain who I am and keep my personality regardless of the tournament I play or the court I play. It's so easy to kind of not get down, but not treat it the same way. But like I said, I think it does bring the best out of me. So it's important. It's an important lesson for me to kind of just keep trying to be as energetic as I am, and as pumped as I get.
Would you say, Dennis, that you're on your best surface now?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I always have pretty good results this time around. This time around in the season, and of course, I think the week prep here really helped me. First of all, I was training in Toronto on those courts, and they're similar to this, and just I think having a little bit of extra time on the surface is really gonna help me. Hopefully, try to go deep in this tournament. But yeah, for sure, I think this swing is so much fun for me. I think it's honestly the part of the season that I love the most. You're in North America playing a lot of tournaments in that kind of atmosphere that I grew up in, and for me, Montreal, Toronto, and New York, they're some of the greatest tournaments, some of the greatest crowds. So it's definitely a part of the season that I look up to, and of course I think the court surfaces, they really help me. I could really expose my serve on them, and but at the same time I think I have enough time for my big backswings, and to kind of try to go for my shots.
Right here.
How much did you mentally tap into what you did here in 2017 tonight, and how do you do that?
Yeah, I was first of all, I always kind of try to go back when I'm a little bit down or not confident. I try to go back into the best moments of my life, and obviously here was one of them, and New York was the other one. So I try to look at my matches and see the way I'm playing, see what I'm doing there, see the way I'm acting. And for me, and a lot of people mention that, I kind of lost that fire in me, that that pumpness or whatever it is. And I was like, you're so right, and then obviously, leading up to the tournament, you see all these videos playing back, of me in 2017. So I got to watch a lot of myself, and it really inspired me to kind of go out there today and just enjoy myself, and just like 2 years ago, just have fun out there, fight for every point, and it just takes you back, takes you to the same feelings that I went through 2 years ago, walking on that stage, seeing all those people, full crowd, sold out place, and just putting on a fight, at every point. Like I said, they're there with me, and it helps me so much. So yeah, for me it was easy. I've been really excited to kind of go back out there, and I'm really excited for my match against Dominic.
Last 3, 1, 2, 3. So start here.
At the end of your match, you said that you want to improve your French.
Mm-hmm.
Why it's important for you? Is it a way to give back to a crowd that you really like?
Of course, that's probably a big reason of it, but I think it's important to, first of all, French is an unbelievable language to learn. I used to know it really well when I was young. I was actually pretty fluent, so I went to a French school, and on all the trips that I did, I was with a lot of guys from Quebec, and they only spoke French, so I got pretty good. But obviously throughout the years you kind of lose it, because in Toronto you're not speaking it. So honestly, it's a bit of a pity, because I think it's such a beautiful language to know. And after all, I am Canadian, and Canadian is bilingual. You should speak, for me, I think you should speak both English and French. So it's definitely on my to-do list. And yeah, I'll try to keep practicing it. It's a little bit tough on the road, because you kind of get into it, and then you forget about it, or you start focusing on whatever other things, and then it's tough. Like every time it's like starting over, So it's definitely something that I'll try to really focus for, and of course, lastly, for the crowd to kind of give back whenever I'm in Montreal, to kind of try to show my appreciation and the gratitude, because I feel like they just embrace me so well as a city, and as a product.
So now you're going to play against Dominic Thiem.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been really successful at the Rogers Cup, but he just won a very important title for him back home.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you expect for that match?
Yeah, he's definitely going to be very confident right now. He's coming off a win, and it's always tricky to play a guy that's full confidence, that's won a lot of matches under his belt. But at the same time, I think it's going to be tough. He's coming from Europe. He's going to be a little bit jet lagged. He's switching surfaces, so that's never easy. And I'm going to try to use it all those things to my advantage as much as possible. And yeah, just try to take it to him. I'm just gonna try to go out there, enjoy myself, put up the best fight I can. I think I do have a chance to win this match. I really believe it, and I'm gonna do everything that I can to try to accomplish that.
Denis, tomorrow you have kind of maybe the only day off that you'll get if you go deep into the tournament. What do you plan on doing? Do you think
Like doubles?
I mean, yeah, in the singles, but do you think you'll have time to take a look at the match between Felix and Rashik?
What time do they play?
2 p.m. I think.
Oh, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely try to catch them, of course. but at the same time, I'm gonna try to get ready for doubles. I mean, you know, it's just as important for me, and yeah, it's difficult because of course I mean that's a popcorn match. That's gonna be a really fun match to watch. So I try to follow, but you know I have to stay somewhat semi-professional and try to kind of take care of my body and get ready for the singles on Wednesday, but also for the doubles tomorrow. But I'll try to get a cold glimpse, you know, even on the changeovers if there's a show to score. So.
Thank you very much.
It's on your phone. Updates on your
Yeah,
phone.
just take it out real quick.